shit on his way here from the Horn systems. That should give you the motivation you need. Ether swaggers off down the corridors, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. Well, so I'm working at the compressor to pay off his stupid freaking bar tab. Good news is I've got a positive modifier on. One, good news is it's not, looks like it's not time limited. I'm going to jaunt over to the other side. I've got enough cash for food, so I'm going to jaunt over to the other side. Feng is ready to chat with. Near the service dock, Feng is already set up, crouched among stacks of equipment. He is leaning over a terminal bathed in a blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in Haven is sitting against me. A couple of my old sister pals managed to ship me some of my old gear. He gestured to bring part of his kit. Some bow. What are we looking at? One massive smoking gun. Raises his eyebrows, beckoning me over. He has those scans of the waste in the terminal with heat maps of activity overhead. A chunk of the jelly grim is blotchy with red, and orange marks. Like a wasteland to you? There's hundreds of comedy machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars and a whole underground facility to support them. Hard as a crew out there putting them together. They must have had them shipped in piece by piece to the shipyard, ready for assembly out here. Why? They're planning something. No one needs hundreds of heavy-duty reclamation drones to run this kind of operation. Maybe Hardin messed this whole thing as different from waste, but there's no way about pulling scrap of the eye. Ben looks worried. And why is Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Haven knows that their corp is sitting up in the station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The wastes are cut off from the eye's cloud of networks, and the greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in and out. Try. No use. You're under the cloud. There's no cloud to speak of. I want to pay them a visit. That's why I'm going to pay them a visit. You forget, Havenage should come in and out. Havenage come in and out of there all cycle. I should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me. But even on the outside, the security system's got me a pathway through. With no cloud access, if I can get inside, I can open up nodes of their network, and we can work in tandem. It's a massive facility buried deep down there, miles of corridor and ventways, wrapped around cargo bays and hangars, so it'll take more than a few cycles to work through. But as long as you get me back, I know I can rip what we need out of there. Get a bunch of ripper worms. These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage, so make them count. I modified them slightly, so this time they'll feed their data threads back into the system they're tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback. Just like with the agents, we hack the nodes I ping to locate the ports, create a system that slot the worm to those systems and let them go to tune. Here's the entryway. Oops, the spot. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. Fire the perimeter systems and get me past the first port. What I need for you to do is keep your eyes on the facility after you kick things off. If you see me pop up the security system, the server bank, you can break in and slot a ripper to disable it as soon as I can. If you can't, if it's a symptom, you wait too long, they're going to find me. You need to focus on this one, so I'm going to let you fire the starting gun, and I won't go until you slot the first worm. We have a tracker running on the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress. Got it. Don't worry, you can run rings around all their protocols. I've seen it. All in place, you just need to make your own preparations. Slot that worm. Wait too long, I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Ooh boy, once I'm inside, we got the proof we need to end this whole thing no matter what. Can't take longer than 6 cycles in this thing. Remember that. Oh, and one last thing. If I get caught or you can't reach me, or not have time, there's one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever data I managed to pull at that point, all that data, and slot that stuff straight to the relay I've set up here. I repurpose the dock's SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put in it. A terminal, a slate, or server in the eye will see it. It's Havenage, Yatagan, the hub, everyone. No matter what, Hardin isn't snaking away this time. A bit more to do here, so the moment you've sought the first worm, I'll make my move. Alright, here we go. You have the right dice pool for hacking. As you slot the worm, a thread jumps out of the facility and pulls in front of you, releasing its data like a sleeper. Makes voice cracks. Nodes, then ports. Slot the worms. Timer starts now. Stay safe. Spades, you're on your own now. Okay. 1, 2. So they have 2 2s. Locked. Down. Feedback loop over its base system. So, first, outside doors open. I saved it. Alright, and that clears out the drones in the hangars. Left there. There. So let's roll. So nothing I can. So that dice isn't good for any of those. So that's just all I can do today. So I'm going to put that point into Hardin. Head back to rest. It's going to take a limited number of days. That's okay. That's a good start. So I have a whole bunch of days left before I can't cook anything yet, but one more day before I can spend money on food here. That'll work. Five. 3. Four. Nope, I needed a 5 for that. Okay. A few more days before it goes pear-shaped. Full energy. Let's clear some more space. Anyway. Head back to rest, and hopefully I can finish the hacking quest up the next day. Boom, got the 5 I need. Okay, let's go. Way. Hacking mode. We are good. And choose through camera control. The moment it does, a thread shoots from the facility. The thread from the facility cuts through the crowd like a hairline crack of light. That's it. The final layer of security broken. Somewhere in the depths, buried in the depths of the station, Feng is in control. He is slicing into the camera control circuits, piping out the results. The thread flickers and unravels into an image. See, two figures in the room, one sat, the other pacing. The pacing figure resolves into Hardin, the unmistakably superior posture, the shock of gray hair. Second figures don't seem to resolve, and they are vague, unformed. A problem with the data, perhaps. You look closer. Then you see it. The figure's a proxy. Perhaps you should have expected from Conway, a corporation whose very existence is owed to automation. The proxy machine designed to be piloted by remote connection. Someone elsewhere in the system puppeteering it with their own body, speaking so it may speak. The proxy sits impassively. The Conway executive piloting them does, the distant safety of some ship or orbital colony now, perhaps. We can move forward, there's no doubt. Hard to say. The reclamation teams are almost ready, and after that, I'll make the declaration. Nothing has to change. The proxy leans forward, its movement stilted, uneven, as though its body was being refracted through water. Things must change. Need further assurances. I have been informed of a breach. Hardin waves the accusation away. We have been stretched, a breach was detected, yes, but no data of value was lost. Our board is unconvinced, Hardin. A drop in our value being welcome at this time. Proxy leans back, its posture dominant. If the reclamation of AE-1 is contested, we could be drawn into a compromising legal position. Hardin approaches the proxy. There will be no contest. Not from Stolheim, who cannot muster defense. Not from Havenage, who will fall into line below. Crowds in front of the seat figure, eye to eye. And to the station, refugees, gangs, spacers, all either opportunists or degenerates. Haven is no longer strong, no longer united. No one here believes in Erlin's vision, nor has the strength to enact it. I sat across him at the negotiating table. He was forceful, eager. Weakened by his ideological convictions, perhaps, but a great man nonetheless. This place no longer deserves to bear his name. The eye is crippled and can't survive. It's a ruin filled with Spartans and outlaws. They'll be lucky if it still spins in 100 cycles. Hardin stands. You will move forward the reclamation, because otherwise you will lose your advantage of the system. Without your advantage, you will lose claims to the remaining palladium. Without the palladium, your factories become dark. Pauses. Do I need to continue? One moment. Comes the response to the proxy, his head drops to his chest. Hardin steps back and paces once more, awaiting the discussion taking place elsewhere in the system. You watch Hardin as he paces, thinking his future. What goes on with a mind like that? The mind of a man who would burn all those around him for a path to some imagined golden command. The proxy lifts his hand. You're happy to proceed. You will legally claim the station formerly known as Solheim AE-1 and salvage within 6 cycles. Haven is to assist with the transport of illegal residents to convoy housing and labor facilities. So he's selling people, and so not only is he selling the station to them, he's selling the residents to slavery. Proxy judges to his feet. Convoy will also claim 70% of the raw output of the reclamation process after losses have been accounted for. Hardin nods. Accept. Proxy reaches out to shake his hand like a marionette, then the recording loops. You watch it play out a second time, gripped by a horrified fascination. As blunt as the conversation, and his bait and disregard for humans as anything other than objects. Things being moved, used, fed into structures, crushed, the losses accounted for in the tables of ledger, cells of tables, margins of ledgers. Realize now that you are no different than anyone else at the station in the eyes of the people that rule and those like them. Each body here can be recast as a piece of property, expense, one moment they can be a citizen, celebrated, protected, and another the very idea of citizenship can be used against them. That is what it means to live in proximity to a system like this. No longer, not while the ice spins. Gather the recording, pack it into a polygon of purest light. You then drift down into the service dock with a falling leaf and find the relay. It only takes a second to place the polygon of data, the recording, into the relay system to being prepared. You watch as it bursts out, a web of threads heading out into the black to every network device on the eye. Let them see what power makes of a man.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. And also consider backing my Patreon. Patreon backers get episodes up to 1 week early of this show and any future Let's Plays. Also, please consider backing my Ko-fi. Toss me a few bucks also helps support the show, and it's not a monthly obligation or anything like that.